Hi folks, I'm back. It's me, Mahbub Chowdhury, aka the People's Coach, aka your host and speaker for today. Welcome back to more of my educational, and motivational, and inspirational. Sorry guys, I do apologize for that. I do get carried away at times. Too much energy within my heart, body, mind, and soul. I need to release it. Anyway, people. Today I want to talk to you guys about how to trust someone. How do you trust people? How do you trust that particular person? Especially when we're living in a society where people can come across two-faced. They can put on a great smile. They can talk the talk. But can they be trusted? Now let me tell you something. Let me bring something to your attention. The only way you will trust someone is by trusting them. What do I mean by this? By trusting them with something. That's the only way you'll find out if you can trust that person or not. There's no point in saying, I don't trust this person because of your own perspectives and your own understandings. Let's pause. Now, what do I mean by this? Sometimes you have experience. Sometimes you can see blatantly obvious that you cannot trust this person. For instance, this person may be a well-known thief. You're not going to trust that person. Or, for instance, this person is reckless. So therefore, you won't trust. If you see something that is obvious that you cannot trust, then that goes without saying. You cannot trust that person. It's obvious the way that they're carrying themselves. It's obvious the way that they're conducting themselves. So therefore, you cannot trust that person. But I'm talking about trust generally. How do you find out if you can trust a person? First of all, by trusting them with something. Whether it be big or small, medium or large. Allow them to trust them. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to allow trust to develop. How you allow trust to develop is by giving them a chance. Now, if they break that trust, then you will know that you cannot trust them. That's how you would discover if you can trust them or not. And let me talk to you about something about trust. The thing with trust is, it doesn't matter how close someone is, whether it be your dearest loved one, whether it be your friend, spouse, or work colleague. You can't trust them on every single aspect of life, every single thing. There's some things where you can trust them, and there's some things that you just can't because they either don't have the skill set, they don't know, or they just don't have the interest. So therefore you can't trust them. For instance, if someone is financially well off, you're likely to go to that person, turn to that person, because you can trust them, because they're good with money. Or for instance, you need a bit of muscle, a help in this particular area to carry things or move things from A to B. You can obviously trust that person because they have the skill set. You only go to people who you can trust if they have the skill set that you're after. Does that make sense? For instance, this person is good with money and you need to trust someone who with money. You go to that person because they've got that skill set. Anyway, I'm just trying to elaborate a bit more, just in case if you guys didn't understand my point. But that person who you trusted will not be all round trustable in different areas and aspects of life because they don't have that skill set, or they just cannot be trusted because they're reckless. They may be good in one area, but it doesn't mean to say that they can be trusted completely. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention, people. No one can be trusted 100% with every single area and aspect of life. No. There's always levels of trust. Some people you can trust more than others with different things. So therefore, you can trust people, but you can't trust them with everything. You can trust someone with your heart because you built up that relationship. But you might not be able to trust this person over here with your heart. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention, people. Trust always varies. It has its degrees. You give a little and you see if that person upholds your trust, then you give more, then you give more, then you give more. A trust is always built up upon having a good relationship. That's where you find out how much you can trust the person. So people, do not lock off, I cannot trust no one. You can trust someone. People can be trusted. but not with everything. So, I hope that I've shed a bit of light into this subject. People, at the end of the day, it's just a perspective. If you have any insight in terms of more additional things that you want to add in terms of what I've said, then by all means, leave a comment below. Until then, take care, stay strong, stay focused, and always live to learn, to empower and inspire the lives of many as well as yourself. Bye for now.